What's up, meta nerds? This video is all about the RZ-2 A-Wing, also known as the Resistance A-Wing. It was manufactured by Kuat Drive, the company that had originally proposed the R-22 Spearhead prototype as a replacement for the Delta 7 Aether Sprite starfighter. Kuat was shocked when the Empire rejected this ship, and the batch was sold off for the planetary defense of the planet Tumaz-On. These would later become the basis for the RZ-1 A-Wing, and when it was revealed that this long-forgotten prototype had helped in securing a Rebel Alliance victory during the Battle of Endor, Kuat decided to bring back this line in the form of the RZ-2. At 7.68 meters, or 25.2 feet long, it was a Wookiee shorter than the A-Wing used by the Rebel Alliance, and at 4.62 meters, or 15.61 feet wide, it was nearly 2 Ewoks thinner than the old A-Wing. And with a height of 2.02 meters, or 6.63 feet at the tip of these stabilizers, it was slightly shorter than the RZ-2, with its wings open. Despite this small frame, the engineers packed in plenty of armament, with 2 laser cannons and 2 concussion missile launchers, with a total of 12 missiles on board. So overall, you had a faster interceptor, with a smaller overall profile, and without having to give up any firepower. Its role was similar to its predecessor, with the A-Wing carrying out hit-and-run raids, recon missions, and even surgical strikes against capital ships through some extremely daring tactics. What the Resistance pilots would do is emerge from hyperspace as close to the target as possible, fly around the ship unleashing that armament on its first-order enemy, and escape back through hyperspace before the enemy could even scramble their fighters. This move required the pilot to go back to the hyperspace jump point it emerged from, and if done quick enough, the computer could jump without needing to recalculate. But now that we know how it was used, let's take a look inside of the ship to see where everything was and how it all worked. Up front, we see this notch in the hull, which was a towing slot used to maneuver the craft around a hangar bay. The repulsor lifts which got this ship off the ground in the first place were located right here, and they were flanked by both the targeting sensor array and the ship's navigation sensors. Mechanics appreciated this easy-to-access maintenance diagnostic port, and we can see what the landing gears look like when they were folded back up into the ship. This large cylinder was a cloak eye sensor jammer, advanced technology that required its own separate sensor processing node. This accordion shape was the heatsink venting duct, located right underneath this pair of nodules, which were the forward deflector shield projectors. This very small cargo storage area contained survival gear including rations and some medical supplies, which could help a downed pilot survive for at least a couple days. Right behind this was the liquid-cooled flight computer, right next to the targeting computer. We can see 6 of those concussion missiles, which were maneuvered into the launcher via this loader arm. There were a pair of gyro stabilizers, one on each side of the ship, located right in front of the engines. And if you look close, you can see the reactant injector, which would set off the reaction which provided the thrust for this ship. This thrust vector control ring helped to direct the angle of this thrust to try and help make this ship more maneuverable. In that same effort, these stabilizers could be adjusted mid-flight for added control over the A-Wing. And a look inside of these stabilizers show us that it was made of corrugated carboplast, a shipbuilding material that was considered both lightweight but also very strong. Whereas most ships have what are called laser cannons, these are usually described as firing plasma, just like blasters. But the A-Wing's laser cannons do seem to be actual lasers, with this large laser generator in the back, firing into the laser emitter, and then through this condenser, before flying across space and into an enemy ship. The cannon is surrounded in a cooling sleeve, and a very useful feature is that it had a swiveling mount, allowing the pilot to easily flip these cannons around and take out any enemies approaching from the rear. All of the flight controls were housed inside of this terminal, and right above the pilot's head was the cockpit deflector shield generator, and right behind the pilot was the main deflector shield generator. This canopy was made of transparent steel, and then right below the shield generator is where we can find the hyperdrive generator. And being a very small ship, it could get away with using a miniaturized fusion reactor. So that's it for the RZ-2 Resistance A-Wing. If you liked it, go ahead and hit that like button. And if you want to check out our social media, or ways that you can help support this channel, be sure to check out the description down below. If you want to see more, be sure to hit that subscribe button and hit the bell icon so that you get notifications. But more important than all that, remember, never reject Kuat Drive yards. They might just give your enemy one of the best interceptors in the galaxy, and the Force will be with you. Always.